Hey, what's happening, everyone? I am your dragon god of gaming, D.Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of, you guessed it, Wallace and Grommit Grand Adventures Fright of the Bumblebees. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. This is episode 1, and I do have walkthroughs for each one of these episodes because apparently I'm gonna need it. So, first off,
Must be awfully hot under that helmet, I reckon. A sunny day like today.
It's a trifle sweltering, yes. But danger and discomfort are all in the line of duty for an officer of the
so
law.
I know what to do.
Though most folk don't appreciate it.
What a fucking moron. Okay, hold on a minute. Yep, sorry about that. I had to turn it down a little bit. I know.
Put your mind at ease, Constable. All our bees are fun. Certainly.
That's summit, I suppose.
The Sniffer 3000 wasn't cut out for...
Alright.
Mr. Paneer will unveil my honey at tonight's Festival of Crumpets.
Is that so? Well, if Mr. Paneer's prepared to take a chance on you, I suppose I can too.
Okay. Apparently, I can talk to this guy.
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business?
Mr. Gabberley!
Gone away! Went to Timbuktu! Won't be back until spring!
Mr. Gabberley!
Kindly call again during opening hours!
When are opening hours?
Opening hours is when we're not shut!
Could those be? I couldn't help but notice the flowers on your window ledge, Mrs. Gabberley.
Aye, lovely, aren't they? Bring a touch of summer to the town square. Especially the purple pansies. Always been partial to pansies, me. You should see the flat. It's full of them.
They're blinking weeds, if you ask me. Can't abide them.
Oh, go and suck a lemon, you moaning ninny. Oh, now look what you've done, you clumsy oaf. And open up that window when I'm yelling at you.
All right. But only to prove your insults don't get to me anymore. I can deflect them all.
Is that so?
I'd be happy to take these flowers off your hands, Mrs. Gabberley. That is, if they make your husband unhappy.
That's a good reason to keep 'em, to my way of thinking. But go ahead if you want 'em.
Much obliged.
Okay.
So, can I sign you up for my...
I'll pop over to Mr. Paneer's and have a taste. If I like it. There.
So, how do I... Various cheese through this remote. Oh my god.
Sniffer 3000. That mattress looked...
Hmm. Uh,
So, can I sign you up?
Oh, puppy.
How much does a helmet like that weigh?
£8 and 5 ounces. Some days feels more like £80.
So, can I sign...
I'll be.
what do I do? Uh,
Purple pansies. Purple. Pardon me, Mrs. Gabberley. I wonder, that is, could you spare a...
Verb.
Sorry?
Give me a verb, Wallace. An action word.
Oh, playing a word game, are we?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh, well, let's see. A verb.
hydrate. Okay.
Chew is an action.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. Now I need a thing.
A thing.
Aye, you know, something physical you could touch.
Something I can touch.
I got you there, honey. Thank you.
Toad.
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Mild.
Oh, that's a corker, that is. Last one, nearly done. I need another thing. Or like a person or animal.
A person or animal. Now, let me see now. Gentleman.
Yes, that's a thing. Hey,
What is it now?
go chew! A toad, you mild gentleman!
Hey! You do know how to wound a bloke, Winnie.
Got him that time. Serves him right for being such a grumpy old grandad.
Would you mind, if I, that is, could you see your way fit to lending me that pot of pansies, Mrs. Gabberley, for business purposes?
Business purposes? Well, be my guest. I've got bunches of them.
In order to liberate the little mechanical mouse, use the remote controller on the... I don't know what to do with that.
Me poor Sniffer 3000. I only just put the finishing touches on it yesterday, and it's already fallen afoul of the law.
What do I do then?
So, can I sign you up for my honey service, Constable Dibbins?
I'll pop over to Mr. Panniers and have a taste, if I like it. And there's no undesirable side effects. We'll see.
Oh my god. This is more irritating than anything else. It's starting off horribly.
Ah, Mr. Wallace, have you come to deliver my order?
It's not quite ready yet, I'm afraid.
You're not going to disappoint me. Not after yesterday's little incident.
Oh, no. You can count on from B to U. How can I relax while me sniffer 3,000 lang...
Yeah, can you give me a fucking hint or
Don't
something?
forget, Mr. Wallace, 50 gallons by sunset.
No fucking shit, Sherlock. Dude, I know,
Sniffer
Wallace.
3,000...
Preach.
The sniffer's just trying to get to the cheese, but the machine sounds like it's crying. Oh, almost brings a tear to my eye just watching. Let me see. What? Fear not, my little cheese-sniffing friend. Soon have you out of there.
Veggie crumb, this paneer. Mouse, use the remote to select the Gorgonzola, which also demands the robot's attention. How do I get him to go in to give him the fucking attention, you fucking... This is not doing anything for me. A robotic rodent capable of detecting various cheese. Go to the... and toss in the Wensleydale cheese. Didn't do that. On Officer Dibbins' helmet in order to get him to move it when he does. And then ask Dibbins to consider releasing him. Well, how the fuck do I do that? Wallace, I'm trying. First off, let's see if feeding these fuckers will do anything.
Bon appetit. Oh. Not exactly a flood, is it? Well, what were those 3 miracle... Now, where would I go to get grody?
T was nabbed by a pesky squirrel. To get it back, pay him a visit in his tree residence in Miss Felicity's garden. Tempt him with a replacement prize. Toast, okay. Sitting in the kitchen, as the squirrel drops the tea bag, Wallace knocks it into Miss Felicity. And Felicity to bend over to free the tea bag, of course. Simply place the potted pansy Oh my god, did I just... And the young pansy plant by her garden fence. The potted pansy can be acquired by instigating an argument between the gabberflies. Well, let's hope to fucking god that it works in a different way. Yeah. Like, this is great and all. I'm very happy to have played this game, but also it's wildly annoying.
Here you are, little fella. Try some toast.
Yes, do feed him. I'm sure the little mite's hungry.
You jackass.
What are you looking for exactly? You're persistent in your attentions this morning, Mr. Wallace.
Felicity is partial to purple plants, I think.
Did I just fuck everything up?
Back again, Mr. Wallace? I'm flattered.
Felicity is partial to purple plants, I think.
Everything gotta be perfect. Nothing can be fucked up. That is so
No
horrible.
flowers in here. Well, what were those three?
Yes, I get it, Wallace. Thank you. This is starting to become more annoying than it needing to be. And now he's not even moving the way he needs to move.
Have you brought it, Mr. Wallace?
Dude, shut the fuck up. Okay.
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business?
I hate to.
Oh. Drop by any time.
Thank God.
Miss Flint, if you'll just take a look at the pansies, I think you'll...
I told you, Mr. Wallace. I refuse to let those yellow hooligans have the satisfaction of... Oh, Paul, you see? They're mending their ways. They just needed a firm talking to, that's all. Mother forgives you, you naughty little pansies. Sweet satisfaction, Mr. Wallace.
Yes, indeed. Very sweet.
I thank God it Wait. Does the cheese respawn? Does the cheese respawn? Does the gorgonzola respawn? No, not in there. Not in there. Wallace. Wallace. Motherfucker. The cheese does not respawn. At least I got the strontium. So at least I got one fucking thing.
Is that you again, Wallace?
Take cover, man! Take cover!
Not that I wouldn't take any kind of aerial disturbance over West Wallaby Street seriously, you understand, but
Just pray your house isn't reduced to a pile of smoking rubble. And don't stray too far. You'll want to be close to a shelter when the sirens go off.
no, Major. But still,
And if you don't believe me, I invite you to inspect the evidence.
jar,
It's what's inside the jar that counts. Incontrovertible evidence that the enemy is on the move.
does
Huh?
it? I can only see
Oh,
a snail.
give me a moment.
Of course it's a snail. But what's she trying to tell us? That's the important thing.
What is she trying to tell us?
Look at her, man. She's retreated into her shell in the middle of the day. And that means only one thing. It means she knows trouble is about to strike from the heavens. Law of nature, Wallace. Learned it in France during the war. Never wrong yet.
I see. Give me one moment. Forgot to give something. And we are back and going. Oh, I forgot my face cam. God fucking damn it. Yeah, for some reason, no game capture worked on this game.
Snails can predict imminent airborne disturbances? I never learned that in school.
Of course not. They never teach anything useful in schools. But when you hear the sirens, you know I'm right. Good man, Wallace. I see you at least appreciate the seriousness of the situation. Now, spread the word. If people don't believe what an old soldier has to say, perhaps they'll listen to the snail.
I noticed you received my petition for early release of the Sniffer 3000, Constable Dibbins.
Yes, and I notice it's attracted the signatures of just one man and his dog.
We're only appealing for natural justice.
But your blinking cheese detector thingamy, what do you call it, destroyed an entire grocery store.
Teething problems. It's still only a prototype.
A prototype? It's a villain, if you ask me. A diabolical device.
It's a
You
machine,
can
dumbass.
see that in its face.
My machine isn't evil, Constable Dibbins. It's just got a short fuse and a few loose nuts.
We'll see. I'm going to formally interview this glorified tin can of yours, and if it can convince me that it's not a menace to society, then perhaps I'll release it into your custody.
About fucking time.
You there, prisoner. Kindly look at me when I'm talking to you. That's more like it. Now you've had time to think, what can you tell me about what happened yesterday? Feel bad about what you did, do you?
Here we go.
He's weeping. Maybe this contraption's got feelings after all. Now, I want a truthful answer. If I release you from custody, will you do it again?
Rotterdam.
Well, I'll be damned. The prisoner has been interviewed,
Yes?
and having exhibited signs of repentance, I am prepared to release him into your protective custody, provided, Wallace, you give me an assurance that you'll keep your blinking eye on him. Or it. Or whatever he answers to.
Oh, I'll keep an eye on him, Constable Dibbins. You have my word on that.
Yes. Okay.
If it isn't Wallace. I had a notion he'd be nosing round the police station this morning.
Okay. And the last thing I think I need. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So I need to show this to Felicity.
I realise this may seem a trifle irregular, but Major Crumb insisted I show you this. It's... oh.
A snail? In my garden? Have you lost your mind, Wallace?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Harry Crumb is taking shelter in Wallace's basement. He will set up shop with his protein bars. He'll gladly distribute them, but he won't allow you to leave the basement without consuming your ration. Okay. Means you'll have to get him to leave. To get Crumb out of the basement, he will require two things: dog tags and a helmet. Helmet is easily obtained from the top of the beehive in Wallace's honey machine, just behind the spot where Crumb sits. The dog tags can be acquired from the foyer rubbish bin. Okay. Okay.
I wonder where Major Crumb disappeared to.
Alright.
Wallace, thank heavens you made it to the shelter. I'd given you up for lost. Caught in the crossfire, were you? Stop pacing about, Wallace. You're making the rest of the men nervous. You've got to get your mind off the carnage up there. Would you like to hear one of my old war stories? Might help pass the time.
Well, I hate to...
Of course you would. I brought visual aids. I can still see it. You're looking at my case, aren't you, Wallace?
Well, I suppose I was, Major.
Bet you'd like to know what's inside.
I am curious, yes.
Ah, this case is packed full of government-issue protein bars.
Routine.
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, protein bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace. By George, this is an emergency. Private Grommit, I hereby issue you one protein bar. Guard it well, and see that it lasts you all day. Wallace, here's one for you as well.
Much obliged.
I still see it perfectly. After all
Ouch!
these years,
Blinking heck!
it was toward the end of the war. There
My
I
workers think the world.
with my regiment across those God-forsaken plains.
Oh, see what I mean?
A most unusual dream. Coldness from Liverpool. As I recall, there was a foot of snow.
Thing in the foyer.
Wait! Careful, Wallace. You're heading into hostile territory. The enemy has clearly landed and most likely set up camp in West Wallaby Street. Who knows what the blighters have done to our once peaceful neighborhood? If you make it back alive, you'll have to give us a full report. In the meantime, eat your protein rations. The protein will keep your strength up, especially if you're captured.
fucking-
Brave lad! We'll keep the home fires burning.
So that's where the dog tags went. I'm sure Grommit will be glad to get them back.
If Wallace tries, okay, to Grommit, he'll simply throw them on the basement floor where they can be picked up later if necessary. Tell Major Crumb that Grommit will serve in his stead, and then ask Grommit for permission in order to get your protein.
Fifi, who found me on the battlefield, grievously wounded, left
All right.
dead by my troops.
Great news, Grommit. I found those dog tags you misplaced. Now you can walk around looking official.
I imagine it must all sound incredible to tender civilian ears such as yours. It happened as I was sitting down to my mid-afternoon snack. An apple, not a delicious apple, though from a purely descriptive point of view it was, in fact, delicious. A Macintosh apple. I remember...
Have you seen the photos of Major Crumb as a new recruit?
Grommit's like, fuck
Quite
this.
interesting. He used to be younger. That's all very interesting, Major Crumb, but I wanted to ask you
Don't
about...
mind, Wallace. I'm in the middle of a story.
Brother.
I wonder if I might trouble you for...
One of my protein bars? Thought I gave you one already, but never mind.
Terribly kind of you.
Back, my men. Back in the thick of it.
I'd really rather not.
Blazing sun on a January day. You won't get the full impact of my stories, Wallace, unless you examine...
Excuse me, Major, but...
Later, Wallace. As I said, I was marching along with my regiment.
I thought you might find this useful, Major Crumb.
A helmet! By George, Wallace, there's nothing like a good helmet. Makes a fellow want to put himself in the path of projectiles, if you know what I mean. Well, Wallace, why the past tense?
Oh dear.
Once a soldier, always a soldier. Something you civilians
okay.
will never grasp. And I'd be happy to prove it by charging into the fray. That is, if I had a sturdy helmet, which I have. But I couldn't go into battle until I'd been officially recommissioned. And I'd need to find someone to take charge of this shelter and distribute the protein bars.
Why, thank you,
Not you, me. Nothing like a set of dog tags to turn a layabout into a soldier.
Where did he throw them?
Grommit could do the job.
Private Grommit? Can I entrust my precious cache of protein bars to a Pongo? Perhaps so. He's proven himself a trusty foot soldier. Yes. If I am called away to the front, I'd feel comfortable leaving Private Grommit in charge. But I haven't been recommissioned.
He refuses to budge until he's recommissioned. We don't know anyone on the military board, do we? Why must a set of dog tags stand between me and my protein bar?
Grommit, where the fuck did you throw it? There it is.
It isn't like Grommit to be so absent-minded.
You.
What a fine figure of a man.
Why, thank you, Major.
Not you.
Dude, no one wants to see your fucking ugly mug there.
Not helpful, that.
I think it stopped. Yep. Oh my fucking god. This game is annoying me. Hold on a minute, guys. No game. Yeah, I know. Now I gotta go back through this shit again because this game broke. Again.
Can't say I enjoy going about with a snail in my pocket, but Mage commanding officer. It's...
A snail? In my garden?
She sounds like a straight bitch.
I wonder... So that's where...
Got the dog tag.
Whoa! Sure, she looks...
Okay.
What's the news from above, citizen? Chaos? You've got to help past...
Well, I...
No one wants to hear your fucking stories.
Visually, I can still... You're look...
Well,
bitch.
Protein
This-
bars.
Ran since the war.
and
Tasty.
I'd love to...
Out of tune in the... I got it. Wallace.
Mud...
I can still see it. After all these years, it was toward the end of the war. There
I thought you might...
Dials.
Sounds like you were quite a soldier, mate.
Where, Wallace? Why the past tense? Once a soldier into the fray. If I missioned...
Grommit could do the job.
Private. Perhaps. strand tied for you, but I have...
Great news, Grommit.
You fucking dickhead.
It is.
Let's try this again.
I found these in the hall, Major Plum,
Dog
and
tags! I've been recommissioned. Bound to happen, of course. Can't leave good military material sitting on the shelf. My place is in the trenches. Good heavens! I shouldn't be skulking around in a cellar like a frightened rat. I'm a soldier, by thunder! Private Grommit, I hereby appoint you officer commanding this air raid shelter. Here, you pass out the rations. I've got a war to win. Charge!
He's like, you asshole. Take them to the Mixomatic in the kitchen. Okay. About fucking time.
the Mixomatic will be perfect for whipping up a tasty growth formula. 1 dose of strongium into the mix. 1 unit of energite fluid for a creamy finish. 1 generous chunk of protein to give it texture. Now to mix up my very own quick grow muscle formula. That ought to do it. No, the Mixomatic's all mixed up. Stop! Stop! Help! Grommit! Oh, thanks, lad.
Checking to see if anything's sprouted yet, Mr. Wallace.
Well, as a matter of fact, Miss Flit,
Really? I don't see what you're hoping to... Oh! I don't believe
it
it!
works.
You bitch.
It works. The homemade quick grow miracle muscle formula works. We're in business, lad. You see, Grommit, look where a bit of enterprise can get you. If I hadn't found that flyer you chucked in the bin, I'd never have been able to concoct my miracle grow formula. And then where would we be?
My brother
You really
Christ.
must be careful what you
My brother.
put out.
There
No.
you go. There
Let's
you go.
ignore it.
Oh, my word! I think I'm going to faint.
This ought to be plenty of fuel for the old pollinator.
How, Sway? How are you carrying that? Okay. Now we feed it.
That's champion, that is. 50 gallons of honey and just in time for my annual tea and crumpet festival. Pleasure doing business with you, Wallace.
Always aim to please our bees. That's the last of our bills, Grommit, and we've got just about enough left over for that little holiday we've been planning. This year, I fancy Blackpool. pool. Oh, yes, lad. I think our money troubles are over at last.
Air raid! Air raid! Battle
Oh, dear.
stations
Not
everywhere!
this again.
Excellent vantage point. Prepare for a crash landing, you devils! Sorry, Wallace, but I'm going to have to commandeer your dining room.
Now, just a minute, Major Crumb.
No time to argue, old man. The whole town's under bombardment.
But
Here they come!
what's an heck, Grommit? Giant bees!
Heaven help the good citizens of West Wallaby Street! Civilians
He's like,
out!
nah.
But
That's an order, Wallace. Private Grommit, kindly escort this civilian from the battle zone. Keep the faith, soldier. West Wallaby Street needs you.
It's been 46 minutes. Is she dead? Probably. Probably. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it here. I finally got the fuck out of Dodge. And finally, I've made it to another section. 46 fucking minutes in. Oh boy. Next time, looks like we're going to be going through the bees. We will finish this up in the next episode. This game is, well, this episode is 3 hours long, so at least we're doing it like that. Ugh. I'm loving it, but also I'm dreading playing this. I'm sorry, but I am. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all. Thank you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate you. And I hope everyone has a beautiful day. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think, and hope everyone has a beautiful, beautiful day. So I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for listening. I hope everyone has had a beautiful day. But it is time for us to end off.
good heavens, Grommit, you don't suppose those monsters have anything to do with our honey-making operation, do you? Bumbling heck! My quick grow formula. It didn't just affect the flowers. Just hope it's a wrong number and not more bad news.
Okay, the game saved. Thank God. That was the one thing I was worried about. Don't make me go back through. Has spawned an unintended side effect. Giant bees. Now it's up to Grommit to corral the stripped curtain the scourge, and save the town. Major Crown mans the forage gun in the dining room, but he needs some help staving off the winged marauders. In the city center, Paneer finds himself trapped in his shop by 3 of the big buzzers. The cellar is dominated by a humongous hive and is now a den of bee dancing depravity. Okay. Well, we're going to be dealing with that next time. If you guys have not yet, like, comment, subscribe, getting all the action. The fun never needs to end with the Dragon God of Gaming. Hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you guys so much. I have food that is going to be, I'm waiting on, so I'm going to head out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time for some more D.Dragon action. Peace. Thank you guys so much. See you guys next time in the world of Wallace and Grommit. See you guys next time. Peace out.